What's going on, everybody? It's Keating with Multi-Tech Drone Solutions. We are at the new home of Stable Motor Condos in Alpharetta. Today I'm going to be testing out Skyebrowse. It's a new software. It's intended for accident scenes, crime scenes, really first responder incidences. They use video to create 3D models as opposed to the traditional photogrammetry. And I just want to see what it'll look like on a construction site, see what kind of details we can get. Now, as you can see, it is a pretty early phase construction. There's not much going on, but maybe we'll see what kind of detail we can get out of the machinery. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so now we're in the flight app. We're over our machinery on the construction site. I did fly this a couple times. That's what you see. The white lines are previous flights. The blue rings are going to be the current flight path. You'll notice that the drone flies relatively fast for what we're trying to do. The video is not sped up at all, but it'll fly the inside ring first at a lower altitude, and then it'll back up to the outside ring at a higher altitude to get more of a side profile of the objects. So let's go ahead and start this mission. Okay, and one of the great things about this app that they are advertising is that it can process a model within 30 minutes or less once you get it uploaded. And this is very beneficial for first responders. It can also be used, for your insurance. If you're involved in an accident, you are able to get this data. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and be quiet, and we're just gonna go ahead and watch what's going on. We are at now 143 feet. I will say that the app does advertise that you should be flying between 60 to 90 feet, but just because of the trees in the surrounding area, I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to clip anything and stay clear of that. So we're going around that blue ring, and just like that, that's all it needs to capture this 3D model. Now I'm going to take this information back to the house and we'll go from there. Okay, so we are back at the computer. I did get these videos uploaded, and it only took about 2.5 minutes to upload to the web browser, about an additional 25 minutes to create the models. As you can see, I have 3 here. These 2 were the previous flight plans that you saw on the screen earlier, and this one is the flight plan that we did together. So we can go ahead and look at that. Now I am using the freemium account with Skyebrowse, so you are still able to make 3D models. I think the big difference with the freemium and the paid is that you get these measurement tools here. You also have more sharing capabilities. So as we look at this, you can see that there is quite a bit of detail, in the tire tracks, in the mud. You can count the individual pieces of material here out there. As we look, we're able to read the Caterpillar sign on the equipment and see that there's still debris in the container here. So overall, I think this is a really solid program for first responder agencies. If you have your own drone company and are helping out with accident reconstruction and things like that, definitely a valuable tool. Let's do one last little lap here. Yeah, very cool. Now I did put this into Luma AI, which creates NeRFs, and we can go ahead and take a look at that. This did take a little bit longer to process. I didn't necessarily time it, but as you can see, this also has some very good detail as well. I'd used the same video that Skyebrowse used, so the 2 circles, and this is what it created. Once again, a lot of detail here. You can count the individual pieces. And once again, another valuable tool that you can use for accident reconstruction. If you need to get a model out there quickly that has good detail. NeRFs are still, being perfected more and more every day, and they're only going to get better from here. So, that's definitely something that I would look into if you're into modeling and want to get away from photogrammetry. It's a lot quicker. Making a model like this with photogrammetry, depending on the machine you're using, could take an hour, could take 3 hours. I'm working off a Thinkpad here, so this, the ability to create a 3D model like this in a relatively short amount of time is very valuable. So, I'll let you use your discretion and your decision on what you think is best. But yeah, those are the two programs that I used today, and I think they turned out good. So I'll be trying different sites, different utility here in the next few days, and we'll see what we can do. All right. We are at the new home of Stable Motor Condos. Let's try that again.